Imagine this. You're retired, sipping margaritas on a sunny beach, when suddenly your roof collapses back home. Or your car decides, you know what? I'm done. Now, instead of margaritas, you're gulping down stress because you didn't set up an emergency fund. Welcome to today's episode where we dive into one of the biggest mistakes DIY retirement planners make: not having an emergency fund. It's like going into a rainstorm without an umbrella, except the rainstorm is life, and the umbrella is your financial safety net. But before we jump into the nitty-gritty, make sure to hit like, subscribe, and share this video with anyone you know who's winging their retirement plan. Trust me, they'll thank you later. So why do so many DIY retirement planners skip an emergency fund? Here are the common excuses. I've got enough saved in my retirement accounts. Translation: I'll just dip into my IRA or 401k if something comes up. Spoiler alert, this could mean early withdrawal penalties and taxes. I have credit cards for emergencies. Right, because starting retirement with debt is such a great idea. Hint, it's not. I'll never need it. This is wishful thinking at its finest. Life loves surprises, usually the expensive kind. Skipping an emergency fund is like skydiving without checking your parachute. Sure, it's fine until it's not. Let's talk about why an emergency fund is essential. Unexpected expenses happen. From medical bills to home repairs, life doesn't stop throwing curveballs just because you're retired. Protects your investments. Pulling from your retirement accounts during a market downturn is a terrible idea. It locks in losses and reduces future growth. Peace of mind. Knowing you've got a financial cushion means fewer sleepless nights. And let's be honest, at this stage, your sleep is precious. Think of an emergency fund as the foundation of your retirement castle. Without it, the whole thing could come crashing down. Alright, so how much do you actually need in your emergency fund? 3 to 6 months of living expenses is the general rule for working folks. For retirees, aim for 6 to 12 months of essential expenses. Why? You're no longer earning a paycheck, and you might need extra time to recover from financial hits. And no, essential expenses doesn't include your golf membership or monthly wine subscription. I see you, Sharon. If your expenses are $4,000 a month, that means you need $24,000 to $48,000 in liquid, easily accessible cash. Yes, that's a chunk of change, but trust me, future, you will thank you. So, where should you stash this emergency fund? Hint, it's not in a jar under your mattress. High-yield savings accounts. These are the MVP for emergency funds. Safe, accessible, and you'll earn a little interest. Money market accounts, similar to savings accounts, but sometimes with higher interest rates. CDs, certificate of deposit. Only use short-term CDs if you're sure you won't need the money before maturity. Avoid risky investments. This is not the time to play the stock market or invest in that sure thing your cousin keeps talking about. And please, for the love of all things financial, don't put your emergency fund in crypto. Emergencies require stability, not volatility. Here are some pitfalls to avoid with your emergency fund. Dipping into it for non-emergencies. A new TV is not an emergency. Neither is upgrading to the latest iPhone. Underfunding. Setting aside $1,000 and calling it a day won't cut it. Ignoring inflation. If you've had the same emergency fund for 10 years, it might need a little boost to keep up with rising costs. Remember, your emergency fund is for emergencies, not Black Friday sales, not vacations, and definitely not your neighbor's pyramid scheme. Building an emergency fund from scratch? Here's your blueprint. Start small. Set aside a little each month. Even $100 adds up over time. Cut non-essential spending. Temporarily scale back on dining out or subscriptions. Automate it. Set up automatic transfers to your savings account. Use windfalls. Got a tax refund or bonus? Funnel it straight into your emergency fund. And no, a windfall doesn't mean finding $5 in your jacket pocket. But hey, every little bit helps. Let's look at 2 retirees. Prepared Paul had a fully funded emergency fund. When his roof needed a $15,000 repair, he paid it off without touching his investments. Unprepared. Ursula didn't have an emergency fund and had to sell stocks during a market dip. Not only did she lose money, but it also derailed her retirement plan. Which one do you want to be? Exactly. Here's your takeaway. 1. Calculate your emergency fund target. Know your monthly expenses and multiply by 6 to 12. 2. Choose a safe place for it. High-yield savings accounts are your friend. 3. Start building today. The sooner you start, the better off you'll be when life throws its inevitable curveballs. So there you have it. An emergency fund isn't just a nice-to-have, it's a must-have for a secure retirement. Skipping this step could cost you big time, so don't wait to get started. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and share it with anyone who's planning their retirement. You just might save someone from a financial disaster. Thanks for watching, and remember, the best retirement plan is one that's ready for anything. See you next time.